Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kathleen and today's video we are doing another bullet journal video. I really loved doing my last one, so I decided to go ahead and continue doing these videos. Today's video we are going to go over my March spread and we are going to go ahead and take a look at what I am doing for my April spread. So this is the beginning of my March spread. You guys saw what it looked like last month. I'll leave my last bullet journal video linked on the screen, but this is how I always start out my month. I put the month name on the right and a quote on the left, and the quote for the month of March is "Stretching his hands up to reach the stars, too often man forgets the flowers at his feet," and I went with a lavender theme. Turning the page, this is my calendar, and usually my calendar I just put the videos that I filmed during the month, and as you can see I didn't film a lot. I have been going through a very stressful time with school and work with everything that's going on, so I didn't film a lot during the month of March. Hoping to change that this month, but we'll see. The next spread that I have is I have my TBR and I have my page tracker on the right side. So I did read a lot more in the month of March, and I managed to read 8 books. Like, I read 6 different books. I read my book club book and a short story. So I had a pretty great reading month in the month of March, and I'm really proud of how much I read. Turning the page, I always do my books read, and I just basically draw a stack of books and I write the titles of the books that I read during the month. And on this side, as I explained last month, my printer doesn't have colored ink. So these are supposed to be printouts of the book covers, and this is how I like to do my book ratings page. I print out the cover of the books that I read, and then I give them star ratings just to remind me which book I read and what I gave it. And then the last page for this month, I did purchase a few books in the month of March. I got a gift card, so I went ahead and bought some books off of Barnes & Nobles. This year I want to keep better track of the books that I purchase. Whenever I buy a new book, I am doing a books purchase page, and because it just looked really blank, I decided to go ahead and draw some more lavender. And then on the right is one of my favorite quotes from Mulan, which is my favorite Disney movie of all time, and that is, "The flower that blooms in adversity is the most rare and beautiful of all." Alright, and then turning the page, we start on my April spread. I am really happy with how this turned out. I saw this theme, this flower theme, on Instagram, and I decided I wanted to go ahead and do it for my own bullet journal. So this is my April spread. I am going to go ahead and do another flower theme, and I just love how bright and colorful it is. The quote that I use is, "She believed she could, so she did." I love that quote. Turning the page, it is my calendar again. I will just go ahead and write all of the videos that I filmed during the month. I just write it down. It's just for me to keep track of all the videos that I film. And then turning the page, I have my TBR. My regular TBR, my book club. If I end up reading another short story, I'll go ahead and glue in another clipboard and I'll make it as a short story clipboard. I do like to kind of categorize the books that I read. And then as you can see, I do have my page tracker. As I'm filming this still at the very beginning of the month, I did go ahead and fill in the lines that I already read. I did finish Gathering Blue, and that's where those pages came from. I am currently reading Messenger, and I haven't filled in the pages that I read. I honestly don't remember at the moment right now how many pages I read, but yes. So I actually have already filmed my TBR video, which I actually should go ahead and update it here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so that's the video, first video I already uploaded this month. And I am reading Messenger by Lewis Lowry. I'm also going to go ahead and read Sun, which is the last book in the Giver series. I'm also planning on reading The Cool Prince by Holly Black. And the last book that was on my TBR was The Empress of All Seasons by Emiko Jean. So that is my TBR that I have. If I end up reading more, what I'll do is I'll do the same thing that I did in March, is that I'll go ahead and cut a bottom half of one of my little clipboard printouts and I'll add it to the bottom. And then turning the page, it's a pretty dull 2 pages. It's just basically the books that I read, and again my book ratings, which these pages will always be incomplete until I get my colored ink. So there you go, guys. That was my April spread and an overview of my March spread for my bullet journal. Again, I just use this bullet journal as strictly as a reading bullet journal. I used to use it as an agenda before and a habit tracker. I did all the things that bullet journal YouTubers do, but I realized it just didn't work for me. I used to use my bullet journal primarily just to read, to keep track of my reading and the books that I read, and I decided to just go ahead, since that was the portion of my bullet journal that I used the most and I didn't use the other portions very much, I decided to just go ahead this year to just do a strictly a reading bullet journal. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments below if you enjoy these bullet journal videos, and if you bullet journal yourself, I would love to check out your bullet journal videos if you have one. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. All of my social medias are linked down below, including Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads if you'd like to follow me on those platforms. I hope to see you guys on my next video. Have a good day, guys, and keep reading. Bye!